Welcome back to episode 18, Hearts of Iron 4, with me, the League Kingdoms, and we are playing Nationalist China. We're on the verge of pushing the Japanese off the mainland completely. We're pushing them down the Korean, down from North Korea here, pushing them out through there. These Japanese troops trapped in this pocket, I don't know how many divisions in there. They're going to be crushed soon enough. The fall of Cairo. Jubilant Italian soldiers. I'll tell you what, the Italians are doing well. They're doing well this time. I've entered Cairo today, moments after the last British units retreated from the city. A victory parade was immediately organised, and Italian soldiers flocked to the Great Pyramids of Giza to have their pictures taken in front of the famous landmarks. With Cairo under its control, Benito Mussolini is now one step closer towards linking Italian East Africa with Italian Libya and forming a contiguous colony in Africa. That is a significant development. Mussolini will be very proud of his achievements. He's occupied most of, all of Yugoslavia. He's linked up here, Egypt and Libya. Australia. The Australians are holding out in Tripoli. So is Italy is part of the Axis, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. All right. So he's still pretty much going to be Hitler's lapdog. Oh, what am I doing? I went to scratch my chin and my cursor just went crazy. Okay. Meanwhile, over here in the east, things are going pretty well. Pretty well indeed. Okay, what we can do now is take this army here, delete this order. I'm just going to tell them to just go on the offensive. Push all the way down here. The Japanese troops are in complete disarray. I'm going to give him force attack modifier. Go. And the second army here, let's extend your area of responsibility. And you continue with your push to push this pocket of Japanese troops back. Okay, so they've capitulated. That's good. Dangerous naval invasion apparently. They're trying to take Shanghai. It's not working. These dangerous naval invasions are no longer dangerous. They've given up. I get the feeling the Japanese are... I mean, they're desperately afraid. I don't know what they're trying to achieve. Our research for our new type of artillery has finished. So let's start producing that. Production efficiency will drop by quite a bit. I wonder if we'll get any factories when we take all this territory in Korea. I don't know how that works. So we need to research something else. It is 1940, so let's get improved artillery upgrade. The next one, 82 days. That's nothing really. Decisions are available again. We do have some command power. We just used some of that. It's fine. What are we going to do with this spare army then? What are we going to do with them? We have 24 divisions just chilling out. We don't even need to push them down here. I think I'm going to bring them back to the capital. That is what I'm going to do. Bring them back for some R&R in Nanjing. We've got the reserve army down here. Well, maybe not Nanjing, maybe Beijing. I think Beijing would be a good place for them to chill. Chill there. Have some leave in Beijing while these boys push the last Japanese troops out, because very soon we're going to have an entire spare army here. Okay, we do need to defend some of these ports though. Do we have any unassigned divisions that are not actually doing anything? We have a spare division here. Somebody who's not defending a port. I think everybody's busy, aren't they? However, do we really need 2 divisions in Nanking? Probably not. Let's send you up here to garrison Pyongyang. We are making lightning advances. By the end of this year, Korea would have fallen. Concentrated industry is done. That will improve production. It's a bit early to keep working on. Let's resource gain efficiency. There's a small discount on that. It's useful. It won't take long to research. How long will that take to research? Oh, 153 days. That's quite long, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Okay, what? Let's stop. Oh my! This is a momentous occasion. This is a momentous occasion. Let's savour this moment, because Japanese officials have approached us with a peace offer. They will leave the continent altogether in return for an immediate cessation of hostilities. You know, I don't know what to do here. The Japanese have immediate. So I'm assuming that they'll leave Korea then. It says they'll leave the continent. So Japan releases Korea. Yep, becomes owner and controller of Taiwan. Japan gets event. China accepts peace. China gets. China rejects peace. Japan gets. China rejects peace. Oh my god! I don't. Well, I never expected to push the Japanese off the continent. Do you know what I think is going to happen if we accept this peace deal from the Japanese? The Chinese United Front is going to collapse, and we're just going to be at war with various Chinese warlords, which I suppose is inevitable because they've all got their own designs for China. It's going to be carnage. If there's one thing that's uniting China at the minute, it is war with the Japanese. I don't know. I mean, it says they're going to release Korea, so I'm guessing it will become Korean. It's not going to be Chinese. But do I really need Korea? I want Korea. All this power and success in battle is going to my head. Will it only be satisfied with total victory? I mean, Japan are not at war with anyone else, are they? Can't. No. They're just at war with the Chinese United Front. I wasn't expecting this. I thought the Japanese would fight to the death. This is kind of like surrender. I don't think there's any need to accept peace from the Japanese. Because what are they going to do? What are you going to do, Japan? Get Germany to declare war on me? I'd like to see Germany fight their way all the way across here. If the Japanese can't invade, and let's face it, the Germans couldn't get across the English Channel, they're not really going to be a threat to China, surely. You know what? I am going to say no. No, Japan. We will only be satisfied with total victory. Because at the end of the day, once we push them off the continent, and that is going to happen, they're not really a threat to us anyway. So, what are they going to do? Sink a few convoy ships? Blockade our ports, maybe? At the end of the day, if I reject this, things are still going to be on Chinese terms, aren't they? And I'm scared that making peace with Japan is going to break up Chinese United Front. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Japan. No, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. We have nothing to fear from Japan. They're not going to dictate the peace terms. It's us. It's us who are going to do that. Let's continue producing convoys there. Decisions available. Industrial land appropriation. This will give us an extra building slot in Hebei. Reduces stability and war support. There are some strange divisions. Chinese power struggles. Here we go. Chinese politics can be as vicious as any war. I'm not completely au fait with these decisions here. I mean, it will take hours of gameplay. This is my first playthrough playing Hidden Tiger, Crouching Dragon, or whatever it's called. So I'm not really experienced with it. Institute press censorship, promises of peace. These are all these are all grayed out. Women in the workforce, war bonds, war propaganda against Germany. Yeah, we could select this, but I mean, what would this give us? Weekly war support against a war against Germany, I guess. I've got nothing to gain from going to war with Germany. I just want to humiliate the Japanese. Have we actually got any Japanese troops here? That we can't see any Japanese divisions in Korea. It looks like they've withdrawn. They're still trying to take Shanghai. Bless them. Bless their little cotton socks. We do have low manpower though. Let's look at casualties. The Japanese have suffered nearly 2 million. We've suffered just over 1 million. We've just got entire armies now just sat around doing nothing. Entire armies. What's this little island here? We're going to take this in South Korea. We can just hop across here. I don't think that. Oh look, we've encountered some Japanese divisions pushed up Dunkirk style against the coast. And we're going to take Busan. Busan is about to fall. There's more Japanese divisions there. They look like they're in trouble. We've got them on the ropes, boys. We've got them on the ropes. We've just got entire armies just kicking about doing nothing. What are these 10 divisions doing here? Why are they not helping out down here? Let's unassign some of them. Yeah, not all of them. Let's say these 3 at the top here, because we have some new possessions which we need to garrison. Unassigned. Where are they? Everything's the same colour. Right. Okay. Right. You. I thought. Oh, there's someone on their way to garrison Pyongyang. You garrison Seoul. You garrison Busan. Are these Russian troops? These Russian troops? Russian divisions? Yeah, they are. They're Soviet divisions. They're actually doing something. Well done. And then this other, what will be an unassigned division, can. Where are we? Just bring you down here. Really, more dangerous naval invasions? I don't think they're dangerous. They're trying to take Hangzhou again. God, are they insane? Look, you can not see these 16 infantry divisions just chilling out. Just waiting for them to get a beachhead established, and then they're going to blitzkrieg them back into the sea. Okay, so Busan has fallen. There should be, I mean, Shaanxi wants to send 2 divisions. Yeah, why not? More divisions to keep in supply. Plenty of infantry equipment. We have a surplus of hundreds of artillery guns now. This tank division has retreated across the sea. It's just sent some divisions over here. That's it. They're already on their way. Already on their way. Our general here, Wei Luohang, has already seen fit to attack that. Yeah, dangerous naval invasion apparently again. There we go. The Japanese have been pushed off of the continent completely. They were willing to accept peace. They've been royally humiliated. Their invasion of China has failed miserably. They were absolutely crushed against the Yellow River line, and they spread out to outflank it, spread themselves too thinly, and then they were just steamrolled by thousands, nay, millions of Chinese troops who were using the most up-to-date infantry equipment available to them. With no air force, with no navy, we've managed to push the Imperial Japanese forces off of the continent completely. I mean, I wonder if they'd be willing to accept peace now. Stage a coup. How do we... Oh, God. This is... Out of all the Paradox games, this is the one I have the least experience on. So you'll have to forgive me. But Japan is 0% towards capitulation because basically none of their... I mean, until we invade Japanese homelands, they're not going to capitulate now. They tried to negotiate peace, but we were not willing to accept. So that war has pushing the Japanese off the continent has cost us 1 million men. Well, cost nationalist China not even 500,000, but sacrifices were made by our Chinese allies. Japan, on the other hand, has lost. Japan alone nearly 1.7 million. I think they've got inferior infantry equipment, and we sorted out our army corruption. We sorted out our incompetent officers. I'm proud of you boys. We've pushed the Japanese back into the sea. But there's no way we can invade the Japanese home islands. I mean, we don't have a navy. That's what we should probably work on next. But it's still estimated the Japanese have over 2,000, nearly 2,500 aircraft, 37 military factories, between 5 and 9 divisions, which is pathetic. I mean, how many divisions do we have? 141. We've got more military factories than them. We've got more divisions than them. We've got more civilian factories than them. We have less aircraft. They have more manpower in reserve than we do. We have 0. They're all being thrown straight into the front, I guess. They're not in reserve. They're just getting consumed immediately. Yeah, they've got hundreds of convoy ships. And hundreds of, about 250 warships. So we have no navy, we have no air force. I guess the next step would be to start building up our air force. With our air force, perhaps we could do some damage to their navy, but that is way in the future. I don't know if I'm going to continue the series. We've pushed the Japanese off the mainland. That's a victory as far as I'm concerned. I mean, if people want to see more, then by all means drop me a comment. I'll keep my save game. But as before, there we go. That's my first run through the latest expansion from HOI4. Playing as China, for which the expansion was designed, and it was good fun. I have to say that was one of the best, most interesting games I've had for HOI4. I think it was really good. Well, there we go. If you like the video, then click on like, and I shall see you next time. Thank you.